Welcome folks back to the 3L. This is your host Chad. If you're new here to the channel, welcome aboard. No worries if you're new here. This channel is fairly new, so you'll fit right in. Folks, this particular reaction, I am super excited. Okay, it's been a long time coming. There's been several requests for this, and I was debating whether or not to do it because I'm just going to put this out there. I have personally seen this performance, but I figured, you know what? This is just too good not to add to my collection. Okay, so this is going to be a reaction, but it's not going to be a first time reaction. But anyway, if you haven't heard of this guy, be prepared to be blown out of the water. This guy is insane, and it's titled The Prayer. Marcelito Castro Pomoy. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Born September 22nd of 1984, is a Filipino singer, known for his ability to sing in both tenor and soprano. He's the grand winner of the second season of Filipinas Got Talent. In 2019, he took part in America's Got Talent, The Champions, finishing 4th overall. He was born in Imus, I believe, Imus, Cavite, and raised in Bisling City, not sure how to pronounce that, in the Philippines. When he was young, his father was incarcerated while his mother left him alone with his younger sibling and went to Manila. He was later adopted by a police officer and did odd jobs when he was a teenager. Later on, both his biological father and mother had separate families on their own. Pomoy discovered a talent of his while doing poultry work, singing in both a male tenor voice and a strikingly convincing female soprano voice. This paved the way for him to join different contests in both the amateur and professional leagues. He later joined the second season of Filipinas Got Talent when he was 25 years old, and by this time successfully made the cut.
Wish 1075.
I pray you'll be alright and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know.
Wow.
This be our prayer when we lose our way.
Just gotta say, folks, his voice is so smooth and so clean. Not only is it a high, soprano, and actually this right here, the prayer, the song, was done by professional world-class singers Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli, the Italian from Italy, and they sung the duet together. Many of you probably have heard the original song before, but he's doing he's doing Celine's part. It's amazing.
Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
La luce che
Pray we'll find your
Oh my God.
nel cuore resterà
and hold within our hearts
a ricordarci che
the stars go out each night.
Wow, wow, wow.
eterna stella sei
I got chills on
della mia preghiera.
Let this be our prayer.
Quanta fede c'è give us faith so we'll be saved. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza.
Wow.
Un mondo di giustizia, di speranza. Ognuno dia mano a sua vicina, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza che ci dà.
Oh my God.
We ask that life be kind
Ed essere ocean,
in waters from above.
ognuno trovi amore
We hope it's so we'll find
intorno e dentro sé.
another soul to love.
Let this be our prayer.
I just gotta say, folks, I can't get over the transitions that are happening right now. I mean, it's so hard to do this. I mean, and he's sitting down. He's sitting down in a chair, and he doesn't have the full, when you're standing up, obviously you can sing better because your diaphragm is, you have more breathing ability and the whole 9 yards. But when you're sitting like that, and he's just hitting the notes perfectly on both Celine Dion's part and Andrea's part, which, by the way, folks, Andrea Bocelli is an Italian, and he's singing Italian, and it's not even his primary language. This is just simply out of this world, folks. This reminds me, this guy, Disney should hire him, because he could do a whole movie by himself, doing voices. I'm telling you, you don't even need a cast of characters, you just need him. He could do the whole movie himself. Wow.
Let this be our prayer,
Just like every child,
just like every child.
need to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. E la fede che hai acceso in noi. Sento che ci salva.
Wow.
Wish Exclusive on Wish 1075.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Marcelito Pomoy from the Philippines. I'm so glad I decided to go ahead and do this reaction, folks. It's simply too good to ignore, like I was saying before. For those of you that may have not have heard of this young man, this is your first time. Did it for your benefit, so that you would know the talent that exists in this world. I mean, it's completely insane. I mean, his vocal range, his vocal ability to be able to transition between the two so quickly like he did, just effortlessly and flawlessly executed that performance, and it was just simply astounding the way he could do those voices like that, folks. And it was kind of interesting at the end. I don't know if you noticed that little gesture at the end. It's kind of humorous. It's like he was trying to release one of his voices, the female voice, out of his body. But anyway, just a very talented young man. Flawless performance, like I said before. I'm glad that I went ahead and decided to do this. It's just an excellent addition to my catalog of uploads. So thanks so much for tuning in and listening, folks. You all have a good night, and just remember one thing: talking is not always teaching. but listening is always learning. Take care.